Well, hello there. I am in my car today. It's the day before Thanksgiving as I record this. Life is busy and I'm just out of time. And so here we are. I'm running errands, got myself a drink, and I'm gonna talk about Pinterest workflow today. Because as I am busy and out of time, up against holidays, family, there's a lot going on. And my job here at Simple Pin is to help teach our people, our audience, how to market their business on Pinterest. I'm in charge of all of our social platforms that we are on, like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and a little bit of TikTok. And that's why I want to talk about this today. Workflow, Pinterest workflow. What does that look like for you? Because here's the thing. I manage all of these social platforms for Simple Pin, and Pinterest is the easiest one. Pinterest is the one that takes the least amount of time for me. All of the other platforms take way more time than Pinterest does. So today I want to walk through kind of what it looks like for me on a weekly basis to manage our Pinterest account. Hey guys, it's Tabby with Simple Pin Media, and we are a team of Pinterest experts here to help you effectively market your business on Pinterest. So how much time does it take to manage your Pinterest account? It's pretty much impossible to give you a solid number on how long that takes because it just depends on how often you create content, how consistent you are on the platform, what kind of tactics you want for your Pinterest strategy. But I think we can give you a good idea of how long it should take you just because we've managed hundreds of accounts over the years. And so on average, a normal account takes us about 2.5 hours a week. That includes pinning, scheduling, creating idea pins, analytics. It does not always include creating pins. That is either going to be done by our client or our team if they are having our team create their pins. So for you, if you are creating your own pins, I would add on another half hour to an hour, especially if you're using templates. So today I'm just going to pin. I'm just going to show you what it looks like for me to schedule pins, to fill up our schedule. Also, I am showing you a screen recording of creating an idea pin. Now, a lot of our schedule was already filled up because I was preparing for Thanksgiving weekend to have that time off. So I just had to fill in a few more slots, and I got footage from Kate that she recorded on her phone. She sent it to me, and then I created an idea pin from that. One thing that I did not have in this recording today that I do once a week, which is new content. Every week, every Wednesday, we have new content, a podcast that is embedded in a blog post that talks about what Kate talked about in the podcast. So usually for the new content, I directly upload the pin, the URL, the pin description and title right on Pinterest and save it to the most relevant board. And then like a week later, I'll go back and schedule that pin to go out to all the other relevant boards at an interval. So like anywhere from 3 to usually 7 days apart. So while I'm pinning and scheduling and all that, let's talk about 4 tips that will help you reduce your time spent on Pinterest and improve your workflow. Number 1, I mentioned this earlier, use templates. You can get templates almost anywhere these days. We have some pretty awesome templates that we sell for very specific niches, and you can find those at simplepinshop.com. There are also free templates you can find on Canva and other creative software tools. There are many options for you. I highly recommend you use templates. It's going to cut down on a lot of time for you. Another tip would be to spend only 1 hour per month on your analytics. Don't go over that. Don't overanalyze. Don't overthink it. When you set out to market your business on Pinterest, you should have specific goals with certain metrics that will help you know or realize that you are meeting those goals. So for instance, at Simple Pin, the top 3 metrics that we like to track are impressions, saves, and outbound clicks. You should decide what metrics you want to track that will help you meet your goal. This means you do not need to track every single metric that Pinterest provides for you because Pinterest has like 10 different metrics, and that's just unnecessary. So here's what I want you to do. Once a month, at the end of a month, the beginning of a month, whatever it is for you, set a timer for yourself for 1 hour. Look through your analytics, record it down in a spreadsheet. That way you can, over time, look at your analytics month over month and year over year to get a good idea of when your peak season is, when your low season is, what's normal for you to see dips and peaks. And this will also give you a great indication as to maybe what is working and what isn't working for your audience. Keep it simple. That's the main thing. Next, I'd say don't be afraid to repurpose content. We do this a lot here at Simple Pen. If we have a great little Pinterest tip, education, idea that we maybe made a reel from or TikTok, you can also use that footage for an idea pin. Talk to your audience on Pinterest. So next tip would be utilize a scheduling tool. Now, some of you have decided to only pin your brand new content once and call it a day. If you're doing that tactic, then you probably don't really need a scheduling tool. But if you are taking one pin and pinning it to all relevant boards at an interval, then you will want a scheduling tool for sure, because otherwise going into pin a pin again every single day, multiple times a day is absolutely a time suck. So depending on how much content you have, maybe you're pinning 5 up to 20 pins per day. Having a scheduling tool like Tailwind, Planoly, Later, or Buffer are all great tools for you to utilize and cut down immensely on your time. A few other little reminders here. If you have a pin that is featuring a product that you can tag that product on your pin. Also, if you are creating idea pins and you're talking about any of your products, whether it be digital or physical products, make sure you tag your products there too. I bet you at least one of you is going to have a question about workflow, because so often creators think there's only one way to have a Pinterest workflow, and there's like a ton of different ways you could do it. For instance, the way I was scheduling my pins is completely different from the way some of our other account specialists here at Simple Pen schedule their clients' pins. I would just say don't overthink it, be consistent, follow best practices, and you are good to go. We'll see you next week, guys.